Hi everyone, Shannon here from College Coach checking in with your FAFSA tip of the week. And today I wanted to talk about listing colleges on your FAFSA to have the information sent to. The FAFSA only provides slots to list 10 schools to have your FAFSA form sent to. So that begs the question, what on earth am I supposed to do if I'm applying to more than 10 colleges? Which, by the way, is not something that College Coach necessarily recommends that you do. If you design your college list thoughtfully, 10 schools should generally be more than enough. And if you're applying to more than that, you may be stretching yourself too thin. But if you do decide to apply to more than 10 colleges, complicates the FAFSA a little bit, but it can be done. So the first step that I would recommend that you take is go to the website of each of the colleges that you're applying to and check for their financial aid application deadline. Then when you first go to complete the FAFSA, I would initially list the 10 colleges on your list with the earliest deadlines. You complete the form, submit to those 10 colleges, and within a few days, you will receive an email with a link to what they call your student aid report, which is largely just a summary of everything that you put on the FAFSA, which you want to check over and make sure it's correct. When you get your student aid report, though, that is your indication that the 10 colleges on your list have also received your FAFSA. The form has been processed, they've received your information, they are all set. At that point, you can log back into the FAFSA, and if you're applying to, let's say, 11 schools, you can remove one of the schools from your existing list, and that's okay because they've already received your form, and replace it with the new school. You resubmit, and within a few days, that new college has now also received your FAFSA. So all 11 schools have your FAFSA. You are good to go. So applying to more than 10 colleges just makes the FAFSA sort of a two-step process. You list the first 10 schools, submit, wait a few days, go back into your FAFSA, replace however many schools you need to, and resubmit. So it just takes a little bit extra legwork, but it certainly can be done. The other couple questions that I get this time of year about listing schools, one has to do with, what if you don't know yet all of the colleges that you're applying to? Do you need to wait until you finalize your list to submit the FAFSA? And the answer to that is certainly no. If you know a few schools at this point that you're definitely applying to, maybe through an early action or possibly an early decision process, you can certainly submit the FAFSA to those schools that you're sure about. And you want to do that to make sure you don't miss any of their deadlines. Then maybe, a month or two down the line, you decide on a couple more schools to apply to. Very easy to log back into your FAFSA, add those schools to the list, resubmit. Pretty easy. The other question I get this time of year has to do with, do you need to wait to submit a FAFSA till you've applied to all your colleges? Absolutely not. It doesn't matter to a college whether they get the FAFSA first or your admissions application first. Both files will be matched up on the back end by the college. Now, a college won't actually review your FAFSA until you've been accepted, but you don't have to wait to submit the form. You can go ahead and submit it now. Once they get your admissions application, they'll review that, and if you're accepted, they'll go ahead and review your FAFSA. So I hope that information helps. Stay tuned for our tip next week, where we're going to talk about how to use the IRS data retrieval tool. Bye-bye.